Caves of Qud on the Steam Deck is nothing short of S tier. What an incredible achievement to create something this deep, addictive and immersive using such a basic graphic style. I mean, Caves of Qud looks like it could be a release from the 80s on the ZX Spectrum. Not only is this game an absolute pleasure to play, they've rigged it so that the Steam Deck experience is literally seamless. This video is basically going to be me gushing over Caves of Qud, and with a particular focus on playing it on the deck. I'll level with you, right? When I first clocked the Steam Deck verified status on this one, I gave it the side eye. It was a game already in my collection, and I'd played for about 12 hours on keyboard back in 2022. I was only too aware of how deep down the rabbit hole this game goes. The thought that it could be good on the deck seemed somewhat far-fetched. But, I kid you not, out of about 20 games I've played on the deck since picking it up a few months ago, this one is by far the most enjoyable experience I've had yet. Which is insane considering that Caves of Qud is, on the face of it, one of the deepest and most complex games on the Steam platform. It's a game that gives the player ultimate choice over what you want to do and how you want to tackle the worlds. Don't get me wrong, it's brutally difficult and takes a little bit of time to get used to, but man, it's so worth it. I don't think I've been this excited about a game in the last year or two. The idea that I can relax on the couch and get completely immersed in this deeply simulated world for a few hours is just incredible to me. Before this, I would have thought that the deck would be best reserved for things like Metroidvanias and the like. And it turned out it wasn't RimWorld or Project Zomboid that proved to me that the deck can go deeper. Oh no, it was Caves of Qud. As soon as I switch on Qud and find a comfortable position, I'm transported to this strange world where I must set the goal, chart out a path and set off with no idea what's going to happen. The sound in this game is really a joy to experience. In fact, I think a huge reason this game is so immersive despite the basic graphic style is the sound design. I mean, just listen to this. This is the sound on first arrival in the starter town Joppa. And in that same starter town, let's grab a hot slice of apple mats from the oven. Okay, one more. Now we're in a dangerous jungle area just outside one of the main trader bazaars of Qud. How cool is this sound? Am I going crazy here, or is this incredible? It really does give the feeling of awe and mystery, like you're in a very strange world and things will be lurking around every corner. And as you start to make your way through the world, you realise that the graphics are actually pretty cool, even if they are simple. There's an air of mystery about the world, and please don't get complacent. Caves of Qud will end you at any moment, sometimes completely out of nowhere. You've constantly got to be on your guard, and that really adds to the sense of drama this game brings. The feeling of dungeon crawling, going deeper, taking on ever increased risk. There's a feeling of claustrophobia as you go down further, knowing that you could be sealing your own fate. Because let's be honest, this particular cave that you're descending into right now, you don't have to, right? You've chosen to do this. You stumbled into it, or maybe you sought it out via the map. But you know, there's always the option to turn back. The signs are not looking good, but maybe carefully try just one more level down. That could be where all the good loot is, right? And then the inevitable happens. You end up crushed by some abomination and get sent packing back to the start menu. Why? Why didn't I turn back? You see, this is a game that gives you a billion different options about how you want to cook yourself. It's completely open-ended in that sense. You could attempt to go straight from the starter area to the very toughest locations on the map. You'd die long before getting there as a level 1 character, but the choice is yours. But when it comes to dungeon crawling, fighting enemies, leveling up, looking for loot, these are all the things you have complete autonomy over. So if you're smart, you can notice the heat is ratcheting up a bit too high in a particular location and back out, live to fight another day. you can find some other location a bit more befitting of your skill set at that moment. And don't worry, the challenge you've just run from will be waiting for you when you're ready. Anyway, back to the Steam Deck setup. Just prior to the 1.0 release at the end of 2025, the devs finalised the Steam Deck control scheme, and it's honestly 10 out of 10, chef's kiss, absolutely brilliant. All you have to do is load in with the devs' main button layout on the Steam Deck, and with zero changes needed, you can do nearly everything as quickly and easily as you can on keyboard and mouse. I'll go one step further, I think I actually prefer controller for this game. That's a wild statement, but it's absolutely true, it's insanely comfy. Every time I got to a situation where I thought I might have hit a control related snag, I've discovered a brilliant intuitive solution and everything just keeps rolling. There are a lot of commands and menus in Caves of Qud. You can navigate everything perfectly with a controller. Making clever use of the left trigger button, there's a wealth of control options and quality of life functions at your fingertips, which take just a few minutes to get comfy with. Honestly, it doesn't take long. Any issues that could come up with screen size are cleverly handled by a quick zoom option that's comfortably right at your fingertips. With Qud, there's a lot to take in, and I'm always grateful for the ability to zoom in and out really quickly whenever I want to just change the perspective and maybe get like a bigger view of what's going on the screen, or zoom right in to help me with a battle that I'm engaged in at that moment in time so I can really see all the nuances and understand what's happening. And the turn-based nature of Qud means that anything you happen to be unsure of can be figured out without losing any progress. It's an absolute joy, and I truly believe that other devs should study what Freehold Games has done here. Being able to control a character in a massively deep, immersive and engaging world and open up the possibility for hundreds of hours of gameplay, all while on the couch? Yeah, Caves of Qud is a special game that's going to be in my rotation for a long time to come. Another thing to note here is that it's as if Caves of Qud requires zero battery consumption to operate. I know it sounds crazy. I mean seriously, I'd wager that you could run the deck on the home screen and use the same amount of battery as I do while dungeon crawling in Qud. It's nuts. A few other things to mention. The game gives the option to play classic mode, which involves permadeath. This is where you'll get the endless replayability of starting each new character with a deeply simulated and randomised world. It's kinda punishing, but honestly, I've yet to become frustrated with a death just due to the fact that I'm always learning new things with each character, and I'm just having so much fun that restarting doesn't seem like a bad thing. It always seems like, oh well, that one's over, that was a lot of fun, let's just get started again and have even more fun. For those that just want an amazing, interesting dungeon crawler with amazing lore and a billion options of how to play, you might enjoy RPG mode, which is continuous even after death, merely bumping you back to the last checkpoint rather than your character being deleted. There's also Wanderer mode for the ultimate chill and cozy experience. In this mode, nothing will attack you, and you gain XP by just discovering new areas and interacting with the NPCs, which is pretty sweet. This might be the most cozy experience you can have on the couch with the deck right now, exploring the ever fascinating world of Qud. So that's it from me and Caves of Qud. Now it's over to you. What do you think of this game? Have you tried it on the Steam Deck? What do you think? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoy the vids, why not drop me a like? And if you'd like to see more of this stuff, just hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.